In the name of Allah, good morning, great 10. Hope that you are spending a great time. How are you? And Ramadan Mubarak for you all. Many happy returns. Today, our lesson will be Module 11, Mind Matters, and listening is our aim for today. Listening for gist and listening for specific information. Let's start. Module 11, Mind Matters. Yeah, listening for today. But before we start listening, I'd like to discuss some questions with you. Number 1, what do you know about the following people? What do they have in common? What do you know about Leonardo da Vinci, William Shakespeare, Albert Einstein? I think we should agree that all these people are genius people. But how? And what do you know about each one of them? Please write your answer and send me. And also I want to know your opinion. In your opinion, what features or qualities characterize a genius? In my opinion, what characterizes a genius? A genius is a person. You may say that he has or she has exceptional intellectual or creative power and other natural abilities. Or he is a person who is exceptionally intelligent or creative in one science and more. Okay, this is my opinion. What about yours? Let me give you a simple information about Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian polymath of the Renaissance whose areas of interest included invention, drawing, painting, sculpture, architecture, science, mathematics, engineering, literature, anatomy, geology, and many other sciences. He has been called the father of architecture and is widely considered one of the greatest painters of all times. The Mona Lisa is the most famous of his works and the most popular portrait ever made. What about William Shakespeare, my dear students? And what about Albert Einstein? Please write your information about them. Make your search if you can try it, and send me your answers. Give me an information about William Shakespeare and also about Albert Einstein. Exercise 2. Listening for specific information. You will hear part of a radio program in which an educational psychologist talks about what characterizes a genius. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences. Please, first, as we accustomed, stop the video, read the questions carefully first, then listen and complete the missing parts. You can read it twice, you can listen twice, not once. Okay? Let's start our listening.
Module 11, Mind Matters. 2. You will hear part of a radio program in which an educational psychologist talks about what characterizes a genius. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences.
What makes someone a genius? Well, for many years, it has been said that a genius is born with special abilities and possesses high intelligence. For example, a genius is characterized by strong individuality, imagination and creativity, in addition to extreme intelligence. Genius comes in many forms. We apply the term genius to people who possess a superior talent in a specific field, like Leonardo da Vinci, William Shakespeare, or Albert Einstein, for instance. Leonardo da Vinci was gifted in many areas, such as art, engineering, and philosophy. He possessed great skill and creativity, and it is estimated that his IQ was approximately 220. Leonardo himself believed that people can enrich themselves to develop greater intelligence. He claimed that there are 7 secrets that can help you become a genius. Firstly, he said that one must have an incredible curiosity about one's surrounding world as well as a burning desire to discover and achieve. Secondly, he insisted that knowledge must be constantly tested through experiences. Thirdly, he stated that the senses need to be constantly sharpened so that there can be an understanding of the true nature of things and not just the outer appearance of things we observe. The fourth secret is that we must accept vagueness and trust unseen forces that can influence our lives. The fifth characteristic is that one must develop a balance between art and science in order to live a varied and interesting life. His sixth secret was that one must lead a healthy lifestyle, because he felt that health and fitness boost mental power. If we eat healthily, we increase our energy levels and our ability to think clearly and creatively. Remember that creativity is essential to being a genius. Leonardo's fight was that he felt that all the phenomena in the world are connected in some way, that is, energy, laws, nature, and so on. William Shakespeare, on the other hand, was a true literary genius. He saw life as theatre and vice versa, and his works covered a huge range of feelings and emotions. Did you know that Shakespeare used more than 25,000 words and invented phrases that are used even today in popular conversation? Note that an average person uses only 1,000 words in general conversation. So, it is because of such desire for new ways of expressing thoughts that we have a deeper, richer language and also new jargon. It is well known that Albert Einstein's area of genius was mathematics and physics. When he was 5 years old, his father gave him a pocket compass. He immediately realized that there was something in the empty space that moved the needle. This observation left a lasting impression on his mind. When Einstein was 6 years old, he began violin lessons and built models and mechanical devices for fun. When he was at school, he developed a strong liking for mathematics, but he hated the way it was taught by teachers using strict learning methods. It appears that every genius has had a mentor or a powerful guide to influence him or her. So, for parents who want to encourage their children to strive for higher goals, they should switch off the TV and inspire their children to read a variety of books and to listen to many different types of music in order to increase their creativity. Apart from creativity and a stimulating environment, a positive self-image is important too. Super-intelligent children often carry a little notebook to write down creative ideas and thoughts based on their observations. They also ask many questions and are extremely imaginative. But don't assume that it's all work and no play for them. They also have fun and enjoy life to the full. Inspire their children to read a variety of books.
Exercise 3. Listening for gist and details. You will hear people talking in 8 different situations. For questions
3.
1 to 8, choose the best
You will
answer.
hear people talking in 8 different situations. For questions 1 to 8, choose the best answer, A, B, or C. 1. You overhear a conversation at a cafe.
I haven't been sleeping well the last few weeks because of my exams. I also drink a lot of coffee, which doesn't help. I've tried all sorts of things to make me sleep better. I tried drinking chamomile tea, drinking warm milk. I even count sheep. Nothing helps. I just lay awake all night worrying about the exam I have in the morning.
That's terrible. You shouldn't get so stressed about your exams.
I know, but what can I do to get some sleep?
You know, since I started putting a few drops of lavender oil on my pillow, I've been sleeping like a baby.
Really? I might try that.
Here, Take this lavender oil and try it tonight. I'm sure it will help you.
2. You will hear a school counsellor talking about the problem of homesickness.
The first point that must be emphasized is that feeling a little bit depressed when you are first away from home is a completely normal reaction. It's a problem, and that you need to see a specialist. We all miss our family and friends in such a situation. However, it is a mistake to think that this feeling will just go away. You must take some positive steps. Begin by calling or visiting home less often. Next, look for new friends.
3. You overhear a conversation between two people. I saw it with my own eyes.
Calm down. I'm not calling you a liar. What I am saying is that you wanted to believe this and told yourself that it was true.
Not at all. I am absolutely sure that our mind can control our body and that people can run across burning hot coals without getting hurt.
Have you tried it yourself?
Well, not exactly. 4. You hear part of a radio program.
Thank you for asking me that. Scientists and philosophers have been arguing for centuries about whether or not the mind can make the body sick. Such illnesses or disorders are known as psychosomatic, and the current debate focuses on the biochemical makeup of the mind. But here in a very, very busy hospital, I basically only have time to treat what I see. The exploration of deeper matters is more for research scientists.
5. You overhear a conversation outside a cinema.
Oh, look at that poster. I've heard about that film.
I haven't. What is it about?
It begins with a man in a police cell who is being interviewed about the death of his family.
But why is it in a festival about mental health?
Well, while the police are interviewing him, they realize that he has a kind of amnesia where you lose the memory of what has happened after and not before an accident.
That sounds interesting. Why don't we go and see it?
6. You overhear a conversation between two colleagues.
The mind is a muscle. Like all the other muscles in your body, it needs to be exercised regularly.
How do you suggest I exercise my mind?
Well, there are all kinds of ways. Reading a book is a good one. Doing crossword puzzles, Sudoku, logic puzzles. Why don't you buy a puzzle book to do?
I do like reading, when I have the time, but I don't really enjoy doing puzzles.
Most people don't like exercising, but they still do it because they know it's good for them.
Ooh, well, when you put it like that. Pass me the newspaper. I'll try the crossword.
7. You hear a man talking about how he became interested in the computer game Second Life.
Well, how did I get hooked on Second Life? You know, I had been playing similar video and computer games since I was a teenager, and I think that it was just a continuation of that. Second Life offers so much, and your only real limit is your own imagination, or lack of it. I just wish I were clever enough to design something like it myself. But I think I will keep to the character I have made for myself on it.
8. You overhear a conversation between two neighbours. Well, they say playing classical music can make your child more intelligent, so I've played Mozart to Harry since he was a baby.
And look at how he's turned out.
Yes, well, maybe he doesn't have much common sense. Breaking your front window with a football was an accident. And he can be a bit lazy, but that has nothing to do with intelligence. My Harry's very intelligent. He can speak 3 languages, and he plays the drums and the guitar.
Yes, I know. I could hear him last night when I was trying to sleep.
Really, their works are immortal, timeless, and dying wins. Thanks for joining us for today. See you next time. But before I leave, only one thing I want to say to you. Please share, answer your question, listening for just and listening for specific information, as we accustomed to do in our real class, not in the virtual one. Please read the questions carefully, listen 2 times, answer your question first time to answer, second time to ensure your answer. Then another thing, the word Einstein or Einstein can be pronounced in the 2 ways, no problem for any of them. The 2 are acceptable. Okay, thanks for joining. Let's meet next time. Thank you again and bye.